what length the ball was to be pitched. You could easily miss the Yorker length also.
Good news for Pakistan cricket fans. PCB goes live with its new live streaming app. You can download it on Google and Apple Play stores. Time a touch tighter in with the stumps. Masadaka picked up his first boundary with an angle that was slightly wide.
It's got to be a mix of hard hands and soft hands. I think that's the combo for a batsman here. So pace on, you can then hit the ball hard. Pace off, then you've got to use your soft hands and use the angles.
Change in the field. Slip goes out. Ring of fielders on an offside tight. Recognizing that Masadaka, the strong square, maybe with the slowish nature of the pitch, the slip might not be effective. So man catching in front. Still manages a single. Almost plays it on from the stumps.
Australians need early strikes. Alright, we have the KFC for you, official food partner. It's a humongous bucket.
Beautiful. Nicely punched off the back foot. Should look to pick up 3. They will do that comfortably. So the pace on delivery coming nicely onto the bat.
Absolutely, I think from Pakistan's point of view, this is an important pair and a partnership. If they can get to a 50 without a wicket down, I think they would have done well because it's 200 to back down. So a couple of good partnerships and they should be home. Australians will have to think out of the box, as they say, so introduce spin early when the field is still up in the first few overs. Get them thinking about the tweaker, the ball spinning. Still feel it's a left arm spinner's pitch. The ball will grip and spin.
Nathan Ellis, with the experience, will recognize that the pace of delivery, just with the nature of the surface, with pace on, the margin of error lateral, either leg side or offside, very slim. And so far we've seen Pakistan batters bounce onto anything. So that previous delivery, 111 kilometers per hour. Because of that, the ring of fielders on the leg side and offside slightly straighter. The lack of pace in the surface. Quick single and a very good one.
He's an excellent fielder and very good judge of that run as well. He was off straightaways. Maybe short-statured, but he's fast.
$500 ml बनाए 20 और 800 ml बनाए 32 ग्लास।
Great returns for Arafat Minhas.
Oh, lovely
Train.
stop.
Turn rather, straight up.
Yeah, you got to be consistently there. Like Arafat was, he was either targeting the stumps or spinning it across. So it's about laboring and putting in the effort, making sure you hit that length and keep the ball within the stumps.
Oh, lovely.
Just about perfectly delivered.
I feel this will be a really good matchup because Sajida Farhan is that sort of a player that doesn't like to be tied down. You will have assessed the surface already, having seen the Australians bat on it first. Now been in for 11 deliveries. Mid-on is up in the ring. The other shot he likes is that square, or the sweep into that square leg side.
Yeah, that's his release shot actually. He won't be hitting the ball over long offs head. It'll be a smash through mid-wicket or square leg.
Oh, we're talking about how good Arafat Minhas was, and in particular it came with that grouping. Now, that's two sets of grouping. Yes, this 4 to 6 meter mark, so that good length area, but look at how many are down, straight down the middle, targeting the stumps. And it's really impressive stuff.
For a debutant, that is an excellent map. And his ability to bowl straight is largely because of his good bowling action. His repeatable bowling action keeps it nice and simple. Off to a great start.
One of the finds of the PSL, him and his brother Sameer Minhas, proud father, was a photographer of the sport, followed his sons. But it was important for him to live up to the reputation, albeit a short one, a new one, a budding one, onto the international stage. And he's done that so far in fine fashion in his first appearance in international colours.
We talked about Australia thinking out of the box, and they got the left armour in. And you spot his dad somewhere here? He's not here, probably we'll see him in Lahore. The other thing that Australians need to do is to maybe just modify the field set. Get fielders in. Let them hit over the top. Let them take that risk. There's a shot cover in place now, which is a good spot. Just to stop him driving the ball through the offside and taking an easy run. Straight away, pushed on the back foot, trying to create a different angle. Just to avoid that fielder. Quickly without a wicket. This is a mini-me of
First 4 overs done in the chase. Pakistan 20 for none. A boundary apiece both to Ma Sadakat and Sahibzada Farhan. Billy Stanley with a change of ends. And just looking at Billy Stanley, Ramiz, you were mentioning how tall he is and release points. You mentioned some of the greats you've played in your times. There's a few tall lads going around in the current circuit as well. Marco Janssen, Blessing Muzarabani, Nahid Rana, a name that Pakistan would want to stay clear of late. Jason Holder. While Jameson, another one. How quickly we have to adjust to those, well, super soft. No adjusting there. It cleans like a dream. Premium detergent powder. What is it that you're looking for? In my time, played against Sophie Devine, tall, Julian Goswami, even taller. They're looking obviously at those release points, the trajectory of the ball coming down slightly steeper. Just feel picking up length becomes the utmost prime thing that you're looking out for.
The arm goes over the side screen as well, so that's the other bit about these tall fast bowlers. Release points of Australian pacers. This will keep you interested because it's a massive drop. Australian seamers in blue and Ellis in white actually, so it's Stanley and Ellis, and there's a marked difference. Look at the blue dots. I mean, you're actually touching the boundary of the side screen. You're almost there, edge of the side screen. I think Yorker is the ball to bowl for him.
Almost. What a valiant effort for 6'7" to come down quickly. That ball was traveling. 140 clicks and probably reckon quicker off the bat. He's done well to get down, but doesn't hold on.
Playing from the crease, and that's an area where Sabzada has been found wanting at times. Not to the pitch of the ball, scooping it in the air. It was a sharp catch, a difficult one. In your follow through, and especially if you're 6'6", 6'7", it is a difficult take. 10 out of 10 for trying.
Spanked it to the next side. The short one sat up nicely. But now dealing in boundaries.
There's a follow-up delivery. A fuller length followed by a shorter length, and see the difference, how easy it is to play the full shot or the shorter length on this surface. In position early, Sabzada is going to front it up. He's a sweet player of the back foot. You're putting the ball in his strength area.
$25 for none. Very similar at the 5-over mark, 25 for none. Pakistan only required another 176.
Important at what pace you bowl on this surface, so Arafat Minhas got it perfectly right. First few deliveries in his first over were around 90 kilometers an hour. This one starts off with an 89.6 kmph. Catch it is the call, that's gone, and that's been taken by Matthew Short, and he's claimed it, and if it's a legitimate catch, this is brilliant, breathtaking stuff. The amazing stuff about this catch is how cool he was. He's exactly where he was in relation to the catch.
One of the features is fair delivery. Go straight to the catch, please. It's good there. It's good there. It's good. Releases the ball. Back inside. Just one more angle, please, to check. Do you have any more angles, Alvin? Tom? Yeah, brilliant. Keep that going. Keep that going, please. Thank you. Ready with my decision for the big screen.
excellence from Matt Short. Calm and composed outfield catch. Masadaka goes for it, 25 for 1. A huge cheer goes up here in Rawalpindi because it is Babar Azam who's taken strike. Loves the format, in particular likes the opposition as well. 6,501 runs at an average of 53. Those are phenomenal numbers. And he's off the mark with a single into the leg side. Make that 2.
Well appointed fielder there for Masadaka. He played the angle and wanted to smash it out of the park. Shot there with a brilliant catch. Pause just when it was needed. Yeah, obviously he was inches away, Masadaka, from hitting a 6, but that's how the cookie crumbled.
Played for the same side as Manas Labashin, so Labashin would have seen that time and again in the nets from Masadaka. Captain the Hyderabad Kingsmen not too long ago. Successful over from Kuhneman, 27 for 1. A blend of youth and experience for Pakistan. Sadakat, who lost his wicket in that previous over. Qazi Ghori in there, who also made an appearance in Bangladesh, will continue on. Debut for Arafat Mina. So Pakistan also looking at prospects in terms of who they can groom, who can stand those tough situations when they do come around to churn out some good prospects. Always churn out in numbers here at Rawalpindi. A crowd watching the solitary ODI here. Pakistan don't need it too many to chase. It's time for Pakistan's leading home appliances brand, the automatic washing machine from Super Asia. Visit their website. Now, once you can just see tabs at the front getting a bit jittery. Batting outside his crease, just tried to come down to the track, throwing his bat at it.
You got to get rid of the ego issues. You know, you can look ugly, but you've got to survive this. And this is a pitch, the grinder's pitch, where you've got to just make sure that you're there right till the end. You may not look beautiful and pretty, but you've got to survive it somehow. But Australians, I mean, with the fielding effort, they make this such a tough gig for the opposition because of the way they feel. Got figuring out the angles, getting the fielders in. Another delivery, slower in pace, dug in shot.
Right then, if you're looking for a royal lifestyle, that is your destination, Kingdom Valley. Why, you mentioned beautiful and pretty. How's that for a sight? We can all agree on that.
Certain things that are so perfect that you lose the idea of beauty. Actually, it's always been there. Oh, that's beautifully played. I mean, it's a typical Babar Azam shot. Minimum of effort, finding the gap and getting a four. Lovely piece of hitting and timing. Great placement to go with it.
Can be critical of the bowler here. There's that hint of width and a Babar Azam special. And timing always impeccable. The crowd liked it. He's got a fan following of his own. They will be hoping for a big score here in the chase from Babar Azam. 7 done, 32 for 1.
The match is Pakistani spinners holding Australia out for 200 now. It is Australia's turn to try and inflict pain with spin. Quick single, nicely done. So far, just the one wicket. Hasn't been too many that has beat the bat. Hasn't been a lot of scares. Babar is in fine form. PSL, he was brilliant with the bat, and in Bangladesh, in the test match that he played, he looked in fine fiddle. Must be watchful because there's still a little bit of turn. So with Arafat Minas attacking the stump, so vital for a spinner here. The ball turns or not, be in business by holding it very close to those stumps. That's what Arafat Minas did. Got rewarded with a fifer. Flip and a short cover. Oh, that's nicely bowled again. Within the stumps, there's still perches.
Yeah, that's very good bowling from that Kuhneman. Firing it in quite quickly. The last one, 92 kilometres per hour, but just as importantly, at the stumps and with a little bit of turn.
Good bowling and good defence from Babar. He also knows that probably the most difficult part on this surface is starting off. Little tweak in the field. Short mid-wicket goes to short, fine. Last ball off the over, so wanting to not concede too many. Over into the onside, he'll collect a single, keep strike. It is 34 for 1. was a decent start with the bat for Australia, but then the spinners came in, especially Arafat Minas, and got wickets. Pushed them back. Kept on taking wicket. Ellis. Nicely bowled inside edge. Good seam position, good length.
Yeah, just squeezed it. Nice seam. So just a little puff of dust on the way through off this very dry surface. What I love about Babar Azam, he's just got this element of calmness about him, which would infiltrate through the rest of the batting team, waiting to come out to play.
Into the onside, a single. Inverted Solar Energy, Pakistan's most trusted brand. On any surface you want to be hitting the top of the stumps, Ellis with the two deliveries that is bowled, spot on with the length. Probably the length you have to bowl, just back of a length, and getting it back into the stumps on this surface. For Farhan, there's a deep square leg in place. The third comes into the circle, so nothing on the offside protection boundary wise. Starts off with a short ball. He does take it on, does Farhan.
Just while Babar Azam's out there facing Kuhneman, I just want to go back to a couple of the Australian dismissals. Arnis Labuschagne on the left and Green on the right. Now, both of those Australian batsmen playing back to fairly full deliveries, and I'm really interested to see how the difference in techniques between the Pakistan batsmen.
Slow inside edge, and that goes to the fence. Try to whack this over mid-wicket. Ends up with the boundary, but in quite a different direction.
Well, he picked the slow ball. It's out the back of the hand. Top spinner, and he wanted 6. Ends up getting a streaky 4, but I think he picked it up fairly quickly. Cleared that front leg and wanted to smash it over mid-wicket, but hits the bottom edge, and it's 4 more runs to the total.
कोका-कोला पियो, स्कैन करो और पाओ मौका जीतने का फौरी इनामात। कोक स्टूडियो वर्ल्ड एंटर करो, खेलो अपने फेवरेट गेम्स और पॉइंट्स कलेक्ट करते जाओ। तो जालिमा कोका-कोला पीता जा और जीतता जा बेशुमार गिफ्ट्स।
बड़ी ही जबरदस्त और शानदार किस्म की शानदार और जबरदस्त किस्म की गेंदबाजी होते हुए मैथ्यू की जानिब से रन्स बिल्कुल ना होने के बराबर दे रहे हैं। ओडीआई सीरीज में एक बहुत ही जबरदस्त किस्म की परफॉर्मेंस देते हुए जीतने का एक लाजवाब मौका है। बॉलर मैथ्यू एक बार फिर से आए, गेंद किया, बाबर आजम ने बैकफुट पर जाकर इस गेंद को पंच किया है और पंच करते हुए खेल दिया स्ट्रेट खेला बॉलर के पास। सो नो रन वंस अगेन। इकतालीस रन एक खिलाड़ी के नुकसान पे टीम पाकिस्तान पर अब ऑन स्ट्राइक है बाबर आजम, जो कि मुसलसल लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिन बॉलर के खिलाफ स्ट्रगल कर रहे हैं और संभल कर खेल रहे हैं। 1000वां मुकाबला ये टीम पाकिस्तान का इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट में और वनडे क्रिकेट में। सो बाबर आजम अब अपना भरपूर टाइम लेते हुए लास्ट ओवर है ये पावर प्ले का 41 पे 1। बाबर आजम के लिए शॉट एंड वाइड डिलीवरी कट करते हुए खेला है कवर्स के एरिया में, जोरदार शॉट लेकिन सीधा एक्स्ट्रा कवर के फील्डर के पास। सो 41 पे के टीम पाकिस्तान 9 ओवर्स और 4 गेंदों के खेल के बाद 840 लाइक्स भी कर दिए आपने मिलकर। वीडियो पे बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया आपका वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करने के लिए। थैंक यू सो मच। एक तरफ 2800 लाइक्स, एक तरफ 800 लाइक्स, एक तरफ 1800। जी शुक्रिया आपका सभी दोस्तों का देने के लिए। विकेट डिलीवरी को फिर से संभल कर खेला तो एक मेडन ओवर खेलते हुए लगभग बाबर आजम लास्ट डिलीवरी अभी भी बाकी है। इस ओवर की आखिरी गेंद का खेल अभी आना बाकी है। बाबर आजम अपना भरपूर टाइम लेते हैं और ऐसा करना वो अफोर्ड भी कर सकते हैं। फील्डर अब स्लिप की पोजीशन पर मौजूद है।
Wanted the big shot right off the toe of the bat, and it's another good catch from Matt Short.